Keep it real catfishing here with another video. I'm fishing with my pal Bryan. You see him there behind me in the video. We're boat's going to be suspend fishing for some blue catfish. We're hitting main channel ledges today mainly, and we're just suspending some big chunks of white perch. The water is relatively warm. It's a post-spawn day. There's barely any wind, so there's not much chop on the water. It's the incoming tide, and it's about 2 to 3 hours after sunset. I have fished this body of water before, but not at this particular time of the year. I'm interested to see what post-spawn looks like here. It's a relatively wide part of the channel. The current really slows down when you get past the interstate bridge. And where we are, we're basically not feeling much current at all. That's going to change later on in the video, as you see. And that's where I really wanted to think twice about anchoring. So let's get to it. What is up, everybody? I hope you can see me. It's about 3 hours after sunset, and I'm fishing on the main river channel in search of some big trophy blue catfish. We're about a month after the spawn is over, so these fish are hungry. They are looking for food. They are chasing bait fish, and I'm hoping to catch on some active schools of them. I'm going to be fishing with 3 rods. I'll probably start off drifting with the current, and I may end up anchoring depending on what the conditions look like. I've got some white perch for bait today. The water temperature, according to my depth finder, is pretty warm. It's 83 degrees, and I'm fishing at about 25 feet depth of water. So let's get after them. I've got some 8-ounce sinkers today. Probably a little bit overkill, but these were, already on my rods. I had set up my Carolina rigs when I was bank fishing, and I needed it a little bit of a heavier sinker for where the current was really strong, because I really wanted to pin that bait to the bottom, and I didn't get around to changing the weight, so we're gonna go with what we have on here. Having a heavier sinker is probably not gonna hurt anything. It may not help anything either, but we're gonna just go with the flow here. There we go. Here's the first chunk of white perch going down. There we go. Hit the bottom. I'm just going to gather up my slack and set them in the holder. He let it go. You got to be kidding me. He's back for it. He's back. He's got a fish. We got a fish. Did he let go? No, he's on. He's on. Feels like a small one, though. See if I can get some footage on this other camera. This dink was just persistent going after that bait. Finally was able to get it in his mouth. There he is. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. I felt like I was pulling up dead weight there for a second. I was like, where's the fight? Now he's going and twist and turn, and it's not a bad fish, certainly not a trophy by any means, but a fat dink. There he is. Here's the first fish, not a bad one. He just kept swiping at it, and I don't know if he's gonna come up on this camera. I'm gonna try to hold him out a little bit so I can get them all in frame. Not bad. Not a bad fish. Hopefully we can get one twice the size of this next time we go down there. He was nice enough to leave the bait on, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that headpiece back down. That's a headpiece of white perch. All right, blue kitty, I'm gonna let you go. You're all wound up. You're about About to spin on me. There's a fish. There he goes. There he goes. He's on. Fish on. Let's go ahead and adjust that camera. Oh, look at him pull. You know, he went for it a couple times. The first time, he had the bait in his mouth. He swam away with it and didn't hook up, and he came back for it the second time, swam the other direction, and completely done a 360 on my kayak. Let's see how big he is. Barely got him up to the surface now. I can just see his tail. Bigger than the last one, though. Oh! As he smacks me in the face with a bunch of warm water. There we go, get the hook out finally. Got a bite on that one too. I want to get these baits back down. We got some fish moving in. How about that? As he got slime all over my pants. Oh, got some bites on that rod. Trying to get some pictures here. And he's out in front of the camera. Get a good look at him. I'd say in that 10 to 12 pound range. Getting some bites here. He's just not quite hooked up yet. We'll let this fish go. I want to get some baits back in the water. We've got some fish moving through. This one's going down again. This one's got a fish. This one's got a fish. That one had a bite. And that one's got a fish. I got two on at the same time. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go with this one first because he was first. That's why. Oh no. They're hooked up to one another. That's not good. All right. The fish is going crazy. Oh, this fish has made a mess. You know what? I'm just gonna go around this side because that's the trouble side. I'll move this. What a mess. I'm gonna go ahead and put this over here. I'm gonna go ahead and reel this one over here. Might have to cut that line. Finally got the hook out. What a troublemaker this fish was. He's still wound up in the line. What a troublemaker. He got wound up in my line, did a couple laps. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to untangle that mess. Might have to just cut that leader, start all over again. What a fun. He gave me a carousel ride. All right, fish, get back in there and actually go back this way. All right, guys, I moved over to my last spot of the day. My friend was nice enough to hook me up with some bait because I did run out. And I've got a cooler full of white perch now. I did decide to anchor on this side of the channel this time. The current has actually changed its direction. We are facing the incoming tide right now. And I apologize for the road noise. I'm by the interstate bridge right now. There's really not much I can do about it. But I've situated myself, and I hope the anchor will hold and keep me where I need to be. There's a little bit of a wind that is moving me a little bit side to side. I don't have my drift sock with me, but we'll manage as best as possible. It's acting like a small one though. Yeah, I think it is a small fish. You know, I just saw the rod tip just getting thumped over and over again, and he couldn't even bend it. So it's usually just a small fish that just kept gnawing and pecking at that bait, and eventually somehow got himself hooked up. Let's get a look at him here. bait stealer. There's a fish. It took him 3 tries to get the rod tip down. And the current is really picking up. You know, he feels probably bigger than he is just because I'm fighting the current at the same time. Oh. He's got to be close to the surface now. There we go. Not a bad fish, actually. It's a nice fat belly catfish. Fought like a champ too. Let him go. Oh, there we go. There's a fish. There's a fish. No, can't get it out of the rod holder. Oh, he's pulling hard. Let's get this other camera going here. Oh, that fish is pulling good. That's a strong fish. That is a strong fish. I've barely got to reeling on him. Oh yeah, he's pulling. Haven't got a look at him yet. Oh, he's gonna want to pull some drag. Look at him go. Look at him pull. Man, he's dragged me off my anchor. Man. Look at him fight. He's got a lot of fight left in him. That's a big male. Not the biggest one I've ever caught, but definitely I'll say above 20 pounds. Oh yeah, he actually might be over 30 pounds. That's a fat fish. He's got a lot of energy left, and I don't think I can wait. Alright, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this back in the holder, get my glove, and try to restrain him. He has dragged my anchor a good 10-15 feet, probably more. Oh, it's a fatty. That is a tank. Get a hold of him. There we go. Oh. He's clamping down. He's clamping down good. Oh man, what a fat fish. Oh. There's the bait. That's what he ate. Big old white perch head. And let's get this thing up here now. Oh, let's get him up for a picture. Oh, it's gonna flop. There we go. Biggest fish of the day. Hit the white perch. That's a long fish. And he's skinny. He's a post spawn. Man, that's heavy. That's a heavy fish. Oh, let's get one more look at him. There we go. Fat catfish. All right, it's time to let him go. Oh. He don't want to wait for the release shot. He gone. Don't tell me he let go. No, he let go. That thing was screaming drag.